I discovered kind of a side world of blogging back in 2007 when I was pregnant with my oldest. And so I was looking for a creative outlet. I came from a magazine background, so writing and editing was my thing. And I sort of started thinking about, all the moms staying at home and decided to write kind of about that, about life, about the things we use, about the things we do, things we like. Honestly, it started off totally as a hobby, and I had no idea that it would ever become a full-time career, full-time job. I didn't even know that was a possibility at the time. I'd never met a full-time blogger, and I just kind of started dabbling and started writing and wrote about things we liked, wrote about places we went, things we did, crafts, that sort of stuff, and it picked up from there. So at some point, the Suburban Mom went from being my hobby to being a full-time job, and it did not happen overnight. Then in 2012, my husband was actually laid off from his company. And at that point, we looked at it and we had a choice. I could either go out and try to find a job and pay for daycare, having been out of work for all these years, or I could really ramp up what I had started doing.
IZEA is a company that helps connect brands with creators like myself and allows creators to monetize their platforms. IZEA has helped me take my blog from a hobby to a full-time job.
2 years later, I am still blogging, and I love it. I certainly put in a lot more hours than the typical 9-to-5 job, but those hours are spent between taking my daughter to dance, putting my daughter down for a nap. Blogging has given me the opportunity to stay home with my girls and yet still have a full-time job.
One of the great things about working with IZEA is that when I'm presented with a brand, it is my challenge to figure out how this brand connects with me and how it's going to connect with others. And then I figure out how I can best show that example to my readers, whether it's by showing photos, showing how I'm going to use this with my kids. The doors have opened for me to do all kinds of new things that I would have never thought possible. I've traveled to movie premieres, I've taken trips with my family that I would have never dreamed of, and it's opened up this whole new world to me that I enjoy being part of, and that's the best thing. I'm staying home and I am working from home, but I'm enjoying every minute of it. I like what I do, and that's why I do this. My name is Burg of the Suburban Mom, and I'm a creator.